Big up to you. Big up to absolutely everyone. Apologies. Sorry, my microphone. I logged in. I was actually 5 minutes early, and for some reason, I couldn't get any sound going into my mic. I've just plugged in my old mic. That didn't work. I've gone back to the new mic, and it does work. So hopefully you can hear me. If you can't, then it's going to be an interesting show. But big up to absolutely everybody. Hope you are all well. Lots going on in the world of football. There are 7 days, if I'm not wrong. There are 8 days left of the transfer window, including today. The transfer window closes next Wednesday night after we've played Brentford. So other clubs are now starting to dip in. No one's doing anything really of note. I haven't seen any Premier League club do anything. I haven't seen anyone do anything that makes me go, oh my God, that's massive. I don't think we've done anything that we go, oh my God, that's massive. City haven't moved, Liverpool haven't moved, Chelsea haven't moved, Arsenal haven't moved, Man United haven't moved, Villa have brought in a kid, Brighton have brought in a kid, Newcastle have brought in an 18-year-old from City. Newcastle apparently trying to hijack the Noosa deal. It all seems a bit strange. You've got FFP going on, so clubs are. Sorry, someone just sent me some breaking news. Is that now or? Sorry, bear with me 1 second. Hang on, who's this? One second. There we go. Sorry, I knew that was going to happen. I've been waiting for that. There we go. Done. No one's done anything of note. I don't understand. As I was saying, Newcastle having to sell because of FFP. Then we hear that they're trying to buy this player and that player and that player. Nottingham Forest apparently in trouble, and they're looking at Borges and also Giovanni Reina of Borussia Dortmund. I don't quite understand the world of football like we used to. It used to be a very, very easy concept. Now it's just complicated for no reason at all. But big up absolutely everything. The truth will set you free. Savva, is it true that you block people if they do not agree with you? You're here and I don't agree with this. So no, it can't be true. I block trolls. You are not blocked. There you are. Look, the truth set you free. Good morning, everybody. Good morning. Let's see who's in the chat. Then we'll have a little look at what Fabrizio Romano has said for this morning. Please please subscribe. Come on, you know how it works now. Only 32 likes. Let's get that to 100 as quickly as possible. And let's subscribe so we can get to that 13K. Big up to every one of you. BVB David is in the chat. Good morning to you, sir. Good morning to Tony Rodriguez. Hope you're doing well, my friend. Good morning. Good morning, Dave H. Good morning, Savern. All in the chat. What's new? We're going to find out in a minute what's new. I've got Sky Sports News here. We've got Ornstein, Romano. We've got Matt Law. We've got all the different tabs open up there. So we'll see what happens as the day goes on. Bill said, morning, Savva. Want to know why we'll never be successful under Levy? Go and read Poch's comments from last night. What did he say? I saw bits of it, but what is it that he said, Bill? Help me out while I'm streaming live. What did Poch say? Pochettino into a final with Chelsea in year one. David has said Giovanni Reina to Nottingham Forest on loan from the Borussia Dortmund, maybe. Talented player. Yeah, decent player. Giovanni Reina. Decent player. I think he'll do well at Nottingham Forest. Let's see if that goes through. George is in the chat. Good morning, George. Good morning, everyone. That heading with pictures of Son alarmed me. Thought he got injured for a minute. No. Not every time I post, not every time I put a player of a picture, I'm going to tell. I hate this. Every time Son plays, if he gets subbed off, people go, oh my God, he's missing the next game and all this stuff. As far as I can see, he looks fit and healthy, and I don't think there's any problems with Sonny, unless anyone's telling me. Big up to you, George. Absolutely a big up to everyone. Smash the like, subscribe. Absolutely, as we keep growing. Daniel Borden, good morning. By the way, just going to put it out there, what I'm going to do moving forward now, I will talk to everyone in these shows. I will bring up all the comments and talk to everyone and interact. I will not be interacting on my community page. I'm going to limit who I respond to. Too many people now just starting to get really, really nasty every day now. It's just I can't even put out an innocent post without the rudeness. I'm just going to ignore that side of it. But everybody in here is always very, very, very loyal, and we have a good time. So good morning to you, Daniel Bourdain. Good morning to Get the Fraud Arteta out of my club. Good morning, brother. How are you? Top of the morning to Rodney Roberts. Hope you are well, my friend. Coming on here as like a family. You see the usual names and new ones. Big up. Come on, you Spurs. Absolutely. I love having our chats in the morning. Tony, thank you. I said Poch on his scepticism of the domestic cups at Spurs. He said, we put everything to try to play Champions League because it was the way to help the club achieve the objectives the club wanted. To build a new stadium, of course, we prioritised the Champions League with the club, with Daniel. I'm going to disagree with Poch here. Poch got to multiple cup semi-finals and finals. So if he's saying he didn't prioritise them, he certainly went deep in most of them. So I'm not sure I buy this. I get the bit about Levy, but he got to multiple finals and semi-finals. So I'm not quite sure what he's saying there. For me, in a couple of those semi-finals, Poch made absolutely horrendous decisions. Shem Tan, good morning, Savva. Hope you're doing good this morning. So Hojbjerg has asked Spurs to let him leave. Where have we seen this? Where have we seen this? Let me know. I'll go for a few more comments, then we'll have a little look at what Romano's saying. Good morning to Richard Cleaver in the chat. Good morning to you, sir. Video complete said, Sam, a quick question. Who would you take between Zirkzee, Jimenez and Vlahovic? For ready-made, I'd take Vlahovic. For ready-made, I think Jimenez is ready-made as well. Vlahovic, for me, listen, I just don't think is achievable, but I would like Vlahovic. Target man, holds the ball up, good in the air, scores goals with his feet. I like Jimenez. I think he's a very different player to Vlahovic. Good footwork, drops deep, likes to run at defenders with a ball. Zirkzee, too young. Again, if you're asking me from those three, Zirkzee will be bottom. Very talented. But again, how many 19, 20-year-olds at Tottenham want to buy? Like, at some point, you've got to buy ready-made. But good day to R709. Good day to you. Video complete. Saying Algeria are out. Yes, they are. Algeria are out of the African Cup of Nations. Good morning to Crossbone Gaming. Aaron J, good morning to you. So take a shot every time Savva says Man City. Well, I mean, we are playing them in like 48. How many hours till we play Man City? 56 hours until we play Man City. So their name's bound to come up and they're the champions of England. So, yes. Good morning, JJ. Good morning, the Boomverse. Good morning, Video Complete Sofiane. Good morning to this troll. Good morning, Truth. Set you free. Good morning to you. Good morning to Lee. As soon as the news deal went public, you knew that would be hijacked. We're going to talk about that. There is talk that it's going to be hijacked, but I haven't seen anything really, really reputable that makes me think it's being hijacked. And I was going to do a video on this. Is it going to be hijacked? I don't know. I mean, look, let's be brutally honest. If it is, it is. Worse things have happened. Can we be honest? If it is, worse things have happened. Then we can go out and buy a winger for now, like a ready-made quality winger that you drop in. Go and test West Ham. Go and get Jared Bowen. Go and get Kudus. No, not Kudus. He's not going to leave West Ham. He's just joined. Go and test some of these clubs where they've got FFP problems. Good morning to you, AJ, as well. Good morning. The boost I need. Good morning. BVB David is saying the Premier League having to recruit more like the rest of Europe. Oh, well. Well, let's see then. Let's see how good the Premier League clubs are when they have to scout like that. We'll see. Good morning to, I was going to click on this. Good morning to me. That's me. Good morning to me. Good morning, Mighty Spurs. Yes, I am okay. How are you? Scott, he can't wait for the Man City game. Do a shot. Morning, Kate. How are you today? Morning. Good morning to Eamon Burns. Get the forward. Arteta out my club has said, question, Savva, how does FFP work if you can only spend what you earn in a season? Now, there are people that will be better at me than this. My understanding is that you can only make a £35 million loss per season over 3 years. Is that right? So they do it over a 3-year period, is my understanding. So if they took 21 2021, 2022 and 2023's accounts, you can't have lost overall more than what would add up to 35 million per season. So you can't lose more than 105 million pounds over that 3 years. Someone in the chat, can you tell me if I'm waffling? That's my basic understanding of it. Someone let me know. Big up, 67. Hope you're well, my friend. Big up to you. And big up to Ryan Tristane. Very generous this morning. Thank you so much, my friend. That is much appreciated. I said, morning, Savva. Hope you're well. If we could sign a world-class player, who would it be and why? And who would your fantasy world-class signing be and why? Wow. I'll ask everyone in the chat this question as well. If we could sign a world-class player, I would sign Rodri. I think he's the most complete midfielder in world football. I would sign Rodri. And if we were talking about complete fantasy, I guess Rodri falls into the fantasy one as well. But if we were going to talk fantasy, then it would be an Mbappe or a Messi. I'd do anything to see Lionel Messi play 90 minutes in a Spurs shirt. So, yeah, hopefully that answers the question. But thank you so much. It's very, very, very kind. And, yeah, look, for me, Rodri is the answer because I think Rodri makes the best team in the world tick. I don't know what else you can say about the man. He's brilliant. Bill, big up to you. Bill has said, Potts said it was about a stadium in Champions League. He said it was about trophies in his interview with Chelsea. Bearing in mind, Stamford Bridge is 20k less. Look, I think the ambitions of the Chelsea fans, look, we were having this chat yesterday in one of my WhatsApp groups. So look, Potts, fair play to him. He's got to a final. Winning a League Cup for them, I think is just standard. I think they've got to. Whilst I don't believe the man should be sacked yet, what I do believe is that the Chelsea fans are more ruthless. Chelsea fans don't want to watch poor players like some Spurs fans do. They don't want to just be winning a League Cup. They want to win it all. So it's huge pressure on Pochettino's shoulders there. But yeah, look, very, very interesting comments coming out of him. Good morning to James Flower as well. Good morning to you, my friend. Good morning to Black and Music. Good morning. I hope you are well, my friend. Billy Wingrove has said, isn't Billy Wingrove the freestyle football guy? Good morning to you. Good morning, Jeffrey Drummond. I hope you are well. Kate, it don't upset me. It just gets to the point where it's just, it just gets a little bit too much. You wake up every day to abuse, hates, threats. It does get just a little bit boring. Some of the comments that are shared in WhatsApp groups that are sent to us YouTubers is just, honestly, you wouldn't believe it unless you saw it. 1 second. Ash Lewis has said, and Chelsea have 2 Champions League as well, Bill. Spurs have 0. Absolutely. 7 SC. Big up, brother. How you doing? Hope you're well. So big up, Savva. Hope your Wednesday morning is going well. Yeah, all well for me. The only problem I've had this morning is my microphone deciding to play up. And then I'm streaming, because I'm streaming with Mo at 1. I'm on Straight Facts, just me and Terry on the Football Terrace at 3:30. And then I'm going to do a watch along tonight for Fulham v Liverpool. So yeah, interesting times as long as the microphone works. Video complete. Sofian says, Savva, do you think Tottenham will win a trophy under Ange? Why not? Keep going in the right direction. Why not? Listen, we all get asked this every time there's a new manager. People assured me we'd win a trophy under Jose. They assured me we'd win a trophy under Conte. Under Poch. We didn't. You can only hope. You want to win a trophy under Ange. Can we win one under him? Why not? But lots of other clubs are going to be wanting to win those trophies as well. Whilst you've got powerhouses like City, Liverpool, Man United, Chelsea, Newcastle, even the likes of Villa in there, Arsenal, it's difficult to win those trophies. Ediz has said, I swear, if Chelsea win a trophy before us. Look, we'll come back to the comments in just a second. Just before we get to the rest of the comments, let's have a little look, shall we, and see what Fabrizio Romano is saying this morning in the world of football. Bear with me. Present, share screen. There we go. Fabrizio Romano. Hopefully everyone can see that and it's big enough. So what have we got? Obviously, this was all happened yesterday. Was the here we go for Calvin Phillips on loan to West Ham. Good signing for them. 33 seconds ago, Atletico Madrid have completed the signing of Romanian goalkeeper Moldovan for 3.5 seasons. And that means, in turn, that Ivo Grubic will leave and join Sheffield United. So Atletico Madrid are making moves in the last 24 hours, massive moves. It looks like Brentford have signed a new goalkeeper in Hakon Valdemarsson. He's gone for 3.1 million fixed fee to Elfsborg. Fabrizio Romano said West Ham and Nordsland are now close to reaching an agreement for 2004 born winger Ibrahim Osman for 18 million euros. New round of talks scheduled today, tomorrow, to get it done between all parties. So there you go. So it looks like West Ham could be signing Ibrahim Osman. Don't know anything about him, to be brutally honest. Edouard Michu, no longer a Paris Saint-Germain player. As Demirspor have made the loan deal now permanent, so he's moved. If we look on from there, Court Offside are talking that Arsenal want Zubamendi and Luis and Nana. Haven't bid for any of them yet. And let's hope they don't. There's the news. A lot of Spurs fans won't be happy. I think a lot of people have talked about this guy for a long time. Arthur Vermeeren is going to Atleti. He's going to Atletico Madrid. Lots of clubs across Europe were monitoring this guy. Lots of talk about him being brilliant. He's gone to Atletico. Other than that, that's not moved. Calvin Phillips is going to be in London today for medical, as we saw. Nottingham Forest and Borussia Dortmund have scheduled new round of talks for Gio Reyna loan deal. A good little move that for Nottingham Forest. I think he's a good little player, him. So it'll be interesting to see what he does for them. And Bayer Leverkusen are expected to close the deal for Borja Iglesias today as a backup for Victor Boniface, as the Nigerian striker is going to be out until April. So Leverkusen, striker's injured. They've gone out and got reinforcements from Real Betis. So that's going to be interesting to see what happens there. So there's a quick whistle-stop tour of what's been happening this morning. The real N7 Lewis said, had Rodney won winning how many? Hey, Rodney won winning how many? I don't know what that meant. Sorry. Probably shouldn't have brought that up. Spanning in the works. So Pierre Hojbjerg wants to lead Tottenham Hotspur before the window closes at the end of the season. Post by Graham Bailey. Yeah, I know Graham Bailey is. Look, it doesn't surprise me. He's not getting the game time that he wants. But it is what it is. Kate Rixham has said Zirkzee is going to another European club. Yeah, lots of people talking about Zirkzee. We'll see. I mean, our name's been chucked in there. We can't keep buying youngsters, can we? Surely at some point you can't keep buying kids. Blacker Music has said Savva is one of the only content creators who try to respond to all of the people who support him. Yeah, big up. I do try, mate, but it gets me in so much trouble. And then because I respond and people don't like what I say, they unsubscribe. So KM Hong said Newcastle spent 80 million on Gordon and Barnes at left wing. That the report makes little sense. Yeah, look, Yeah, I don't know. I think the thing you've got with Anthony Gordon and Barnes is they can both swap wings as well, can't they? Maybe one of them's going to get shifted out. I don't know. I don't particularly put a lot of credence in it. Big up to Luton Dan, who has said, good morning, Savva. I hope you're good. Do you think Villa going for Rodgers is someone that Spurs should be looking at? No, I'll be honest. I want us to stop looking at people like Wharton and Hackney and Rodgers and I would like us to, at some point, show some real oomph in the market. It's good. We bought Drago Sheen, who's 21. You bought Ashley Phillips, who's 18. You've got Dogie, who's 20. Van der Ven, who's 22. Solomon's young. Brennan Johnson, at some point, I would like I don't know. That's just me. That's just me. Philly, big up, brother, has said, I just bought a new game and it will be the closest. I will see you, beloved Spurs, winning a trophy for a very long time. I don't know what that means. Sorry, Phil. What do you mean? George said 35 million isn't a lot when you're paying big transfer fees. 35 million isn't really too much, but I think a lot of people, over the year, it's not too much, but some clubs have gone a little bit way and beyond that. I don't like it, but it is what it is. FFP, right? Video complete. So if we could sign a world-class player, I would sign Haaland. How many goals would he score in our setup? By the way, keep smashing the like button, people. Come on, 72 likes. Let's smash that button. No subscribers today. Come on, people. Let's make these worthwhile. Or I can't keep doing them if we're not growing. There has to be a reason for me to get up and do this every day. Liston has said a fantasy signing is Bellingham for me. Understood. Yeah, I would definitely take him as well. Ash Lewis has said Antonio Silva from Benfica. Yeah, well, they said yesterday, didn't they, that he's not going anywhere right now. I imagine a lot of clubs will be looking at Antonio Silva in the summer. A very good young centre-half playing out there in Portugal. Elo has said, let's get some 25-plus signings in. We need ready-made players in order to be where we want to be. Look, I've got nothing against signing young players, but I don't want every player we're linked with to be 20 or 19. At some point, it would be lovely. I know I'm seeing people really trying to shoehorn why Antonio Nusa is the difference between us winning a league and not. Listen, good young player, but everyone's going to expect the world of him if he comes in. I'm all for him coming in, but everyone's going to expect the world. I've already seen world-class, generational, best young player in the world, Norwegian Messi, all this kind of stuff. And, I think it's just a little bit too much too soon. Yeah, Luton Dan, yeah, Pot's saying about trophies. Well, listen, Liverpool-Fulham tonight, I think it will be Liverpool. Could Fulham shock them? I don't know. But, yeah, they probably will have Liverpool. They probably will have Liverpool to contend with. Ash Lewis said, I'm a Chelsea fan, Savva. I don't mind having Poch another year to get him going. If he fails, then he's gone. But Chelsea fans need to remember it's not like the old days of Roman. I completely agree with you. All I've ever said about Chelsea, Ash, and the Chelsea fans go mad at me on other shows, is if you sack this guy, 21 games in, what do you do then? The next guy comes in, 21 games, sack him, sack the next one, 21. It's just not sustainable. But too many football fans now just think that you can sack a manager every 16, 17, 20 games and get success. I just don't think it's true. Big up, Lex. I hope you're well. Big up, Lex. Tony Rodriguez said, I think Poch's going to turn it around. He's almost in the same situation when he came to Spurs. I agree. I do think he's going to do a good job there. Problem is, everyone wants success right now, Tony. Year one, success. And I don't think that's the same Chelsea as it was before. So, sorry, I've got my morning shake here. Sorry. Chelsea have to pay £1 billion to win a trophy. Hope they don't. Well, it's not £1 billion for one season, though, Joe, is it? I think this is where we need to take a step back and look at this critically. They're not spending £1 billion for one season. They bought a lot of young players that they're going to hope are going to come good. Again, it's a risky strategy. They're another club like us that I think need to sprinkle it now with some more senior pros. But it's not for one season. I think we've got to get out of that mindset that they spent £1 billion, they must have success now. Oliver Rooks says, morning, Savva, got the week off. Well done to you. So just woken up, got my morning coffee, spliff, bacon sandwich, and Savva. What could be better? Hope you're doing well, mate. Keep smashing and grinding. Absolutely, mate. Listen, sounds perfect. Other than the spliff, and I don't drink coffee, but a bacon sandwich sounds good. And the lay-in that you've had. So big up to you. Philly. Do you truly believe this? Don't think we're going to win a trophy under Levy's tenure? Even a little League Cup somewhere down the line? Let us know. Amin said, hey, remember we are Tottenham FC, Tottenham Hotspur Football Club. We didn't win anything since 91. Why the worry now playing Man City in the Cup? We're not expected to do anything. Relax. I don't think it's so much a worry. We're playing Man City. It is what it is. We crack on. Oliver said, for F's sake, what a signing Osman is, like Kudus. I don't know anything about him, if I'm brutally honest. Only 18 as well. Nordjylland always bring through decent youth, especially African players. Listen, all I know is there's top players all over the world you can go and get. I don't know anything about this kid. I know West Ham need reinforcements because they look toothless when they don't have Bowen, Paqueta, and Kudus. Ash Lewis, mate, yeah, I know. It's absolutely madness. We play this game every morning. There's 300 in here, 89 likes. We should be on 150 likes easily. I don't know what we need to do to get the likes. Zirkzee is 22 years of age. Savva's not that young. Yeah, but he's not that experienced either. He's there's a difference, right? Look, I get it. I'm not saying he's young, like 18 young. But at some point, don't you want that bit of experience to drop in? Like we bought Brennan Johnson. He's 23 in a couple of months as well. They're kind of in the age where, are they good? Are they not? Are they experienced? Are they not? Yeah. There is the link, by the way. Thank you. A couple of people have subscribed today, so thank you so much. Honestly, it means the world to me. I know people think I probably just say it. It really, really does, because it's a lot of hard work, and it's nice to know it pays off. Joshua is saying that Szymanski looks quality. I have only seen bits of him. I haven't seen enough to sit here and say, oh, I'd love him. Decent goal record. Decent goal record. I don't know too much about him, but we'll see. Heard about the Jordan Spurs partnership? No. What's this? I don't know what this is. I don't know. Let me know. Mighty Spurs has said, Savva, don't think Spurs will ever be champions. If that's a question, listen, I don't know. Not at the moment. Not at the moment. I think we're miles off the big boys. I think we've got a good team for sure. I think we've got a good team for sure. Yeah. Winning titles isn't about having a good team. It's about having a good squad and doing it consistently year after year. I've not seen any evidence that we can do that. I've not seen any evidence that we've got a deep squad. But let's see what we do. As I keep saying, I'll always say the same thing with this. This is where the summer windows are important. Go and drop in 3 or 4 quality players and you go, oh, that's strength, that's no end. DJ and One said, yeah, it's good if you read all the comments. A lot only reply to super chats, their mates or comments that help them spin their narratives. Listen, I try, but, it means I'm not growing. So it is what it is. Dingo Yid has said, time for a worldie. Like Klinsmann or Gaza. Those were the days. Those were the days we used to sign Klinsmanns and Gazas. LN10I said you can get success sacking managers. Who's had success? Chelsea had it many years ago. Chelsea had it many years ago when they had a world-class squad that you could drop top managers in and they just win. Who now gets success every year by sacking managers? Let me know. Phil P, big up, brother, said you always need a mixture in a team squad. Youth and experience. Balance is key. In it. It is. Balance is absolutely key. Balance is key. Big up to you, Leg and Sweet. Leg and Sweet, big up to you, my friend. I hope you're well. He has gone on to say, or she has gone on to say, how are you feeling about Friday's game? Yeah, look, yeah, it is what it is. We're playing Man City. Don't want to play Man City in the Cup. I want to be playing Stevenage at home, but I don't even know if Stevenage are in it. But look, I don't know. I want to play Maidstone at home or whatever. But look, it is what it is. And we'll know more in 55 hours or so, right? So it is what it is. Bill said, thing is, it has been a sustainable model for 20 years at Chelsea. I don't think their fans can muster just how much their club has changed. I agree, Bill. I think, as I said just now, when they were dropping in Ancelotti's, Scolari's, Mourinho's, they were dropping in these managers that, for me, were picking up squads that had Drogba, Lampard, Makelele, Terry, Carvalho. They were dropping in managers that had top, like Conte, dropped into a squad that had Diego Costa, Eden Hazard, Matic, Cesc Fabregas, Azpilicueta, Luis, Cahill, and top players. You can't just change every player every summer and then change manager every summer and go, right, go on, win. And this is what I don't think some football fans understand, how long it takes. Look, you know, Man City and Liverpool, the two best teams in the country, have both had their managers for 7, 8, 9 years, whatever it is. Why? They've built those squads are their squads. They've built it. It's their clubs. Big up. Kate has said it's probably getting these kids in because they are cheaper than buying quality. Need more quality in the first team and on the bench. Absolutely, Kate. Absolutely bang on. Bang on there. Q7. And thank you to whoever just subscribed. Come on, let's get a few subscribers this morning, shall we? Let's really motor on. I was really hoping to get to 13K by the Man City game. But we're about 80 away. Q7 said, morning, Savva and chat. Good morning to you, brother. Said, Poch has different pressures at Chelsea than at Spurs. Amen. Amen. Their club fans have seen success. He will do well with time. Let's just hope Ange can do it for us. I agree with all of that sentiment. It's going to take time. It's going to take time for all managers. Look, the only manager, if Pep left right now and you dropped in a manager to Man City, the pressure's to win immediately because of their squad. The pressure's to win immediately. Not when you drop in a manager to a new club that have just bought a brand new squad in the space of 3 windows and you say, go and win everything. I just don't think it works like that. And people aren't critically thinking. People are just now. 1 billion, 1 billion. Joshua said, hope you're well, Savva. Seeing Matters fully fit for Friday. This is going to be an exciting game against Man City. I'm getting nervous. I hope it's an exciting game. I hope it's an exciting game. Look, we'll see. It depends which Spurs turn up. Is it going to be the Spurs that played in the third leg against Burnley, or the Spurs that played against Everton and Brighton, or is it going to be the Spurs that turn up against Newcastle? Let's hope it's the one that turned up against Newcastle. Big up, Kate. Absolutely. Do the likes and subscribe. Bang on. Do the likes. Come on. Let's do it. Mr. M, good morning to you. Hope you're well. Bill has said Zirkzee couldn't get a game over Choupo-Moting at Bayern. So is he all that? Look, I've seen bits of him. He looks very good. But it's the same as anything, right? It's the same as anything. Different players play well under different managers, different formations. Could he be the player that Pochettino wants? Is it just hearsay? I don't know, mate. I don't know. Mr. M, not as far as I can see. Haven't seen anything that's close. Mikal has said Vermeer into Atletico. I'm a bit sad we didn't go in for him, but it is what it is. Yeah, look, I do think that there will be times. There will be times, Mikal, right, where the big clubs want to exercise their muscles quickly. And it looked like could have been going on for ages. Atletico jumped in for him very quickly, put the bid down, got the deal done. So it is what it is. But again, look, I suppose it all comes down to who are we scouting? What do we want? Is it just kids? Truth set you free. It says, Savva, if there are only about 10 World Cup players in football, why are so many players on ridiculous? Because wages aren't in line now with how good a player is. Wages are extortionate. Ndombele's on 200 grand a week. Let that sink in. Hello, it says, Savva, if you could make 2 signings for the end of the window, what positions and who? I'd like a centre forward. I'd like a centre forward stroke wide forward. And I'd like another midfielder. I'd like a Matt O'Reilly type midfielder or a Zubamendi type midfielder. Listen, I'd love to, Phil, but we are struggling. I'll be honest, I've struggled lately to be getting any subscribers. So it is what it is. But, you know, we'll just keep going all the while. I'm really happy with all the people who are loyal and always come and watch me. So I think there's this misconception that goes round that I'm really negative about Spurs, even though I've not actually predicted anything bad. And most of my predictions, Phil, have been pretty spot on for years. But hey, it is what it is. Get the fraud. I'll tell my club. So Tottenham fans are tight on likes like Daniel Levy is with his wallet. Absolutely, mate. Cy Dancer said, hi, Savva. Would love for us to get Victor Boniface from Leverkusen. Would be hard as in as a title race. And he's out injured until April, Cy. He's out injured until April. So I don't think anyone's going to be buying an injured player in the January transfer window. Red Jabi has said it's not about 3 to 4, rather get 2 that are guaranteed first names on the team sheet. Yeah, but in the summer, you're going to buy 3 or 4. You need players. In the summer, you've got to build a squad, mate, because you're going to be in Europe next year. and you've got to have a squad. Can't go through the whole season without a squad if you're in Europe. The Royal Emerson Royal, Appreciation Society. I hear you. Sean Smith said, big up, Savva, my man. I hope all is well, brother. Listen, all good my end, mate. All good my end. Good morning to Stack Row. Good morning to you as well, my friend. Mighty Spurs. I said Maidstone United beat Stevenage. Yeah, that's why I quickly pivoted. When I said Stevenage, I remembered that Maidstone beat them. And I only remember that because I remember that Harvey White. I remember watching the highlights and Harvey White was playing for Stevenage. Do I think they'll beat Ipswich? I don't. But listen, FA Cup shocks happen all the time. So good luck to them. But I do think Ipswich will probably have a bit too much quality. We'll see. Mark has said, I'm a City fan, but look forward to Savva, one of the best content creators. Smash the likes for your man. Big up, Mark. Really appreciate that. Really appreciate that. Looks like a nice, refreshing beer that's sat in front of you in that picture. Big up to you. Big up to Scott as well. How you doing, my friend? Philly has said, not even a League Cup. I was taught every journey starts with a single step. Unfortunately, many fans and the club in general overlook these cups in search of the big one. I agree. If you look at all the top managers, what were their first trophies? Red Xavier said 7-8 years also means Pep Klopp philosophy is now seen throughout the youth structures as well. Bang on. Absolutely. This is what I mean, my friend. It means that the entire club is built around their ethos, strategy, structure, whatever you want to call it. This is the thing. When people are just like the Chelsea fans, like, Poch is in, £1 billion has been spent, go. Whoa. First of all, how many of those players were players that Poch wanted? Second of all, you can't just drop 25, 30 new players in 18 months and expect them to all gel together in seconds and win a league title. Third of all, you've got to build through the youth structure. Yeah, listen, I completely agree with that. Big up Thomas Bradley. I am well, my friend. How are you? I hope you are well. German papers blaming Kane for jinxing Bayern. Hasn't he got like 30-odd goals for them or something? Thank you to whoever subscribed as well. I really do appreciate it. Thank you. I really wish I knew who so I could say thank you. Yeah, listen, Luke and Dan, I know a lot of people have been saying this to us YouTubers lately, that they thought they were subscribed. Then when they went and checked, they were unsubscribed for some reason. So just have a little double check. If you're not subscribed, please just pop that little button. Dingo Yearder said Kane should jump ship and come home. Listen, he already jumped ship to go to Bayern Munich. Mighty Spurs has said, Savva, can you please explain something to me? Why does everyone think it's a year when the season ends? It's a year when the season ends and the new season starts. It's only 3 months. Well, it's a new season, isn't it? It's a new year. It's a new football year, right? I mean, if we're going to talk calendar years, it's different, but we're talking football years, right? So when this season ends in May, it will be the new football year in August, right? It's just always the way it is. Q7 has said, if Ange is going to see out his 4 years and more, I think the youth are a part of the plan. If we are getting experienced heads, it would need to be a centre mid and striker. Do you have players in mind for that? I mean, listen, first of all, I'm not the head of scouting. Spurs hired Scott Munn to hire Johan Lang, to hire Rob McKenzie. You've got Paratici. This is their job to find those players. Players centre mid, as I said, I'd love a Zubimendi. I'd love a Matt O'Reilly. I mean, there's loads of footballers that I'd love Spurs to sign, whether or not Spurs are after them. It's just why when people go, oh, not you, not saying you Q7, but when people say things, how has this happened again that we've just lost 3 subscribers in a minute? Honestly, I just despair. I come here, bring my energy. All right, I'm not going to look at it anymore. Yeah, look, it's not us fans. We could talk to the cows come home about who we'd like. If they're not on the club's radar, it doesn't really mean anything, does it? Stack Row has said Ndombele before bonuses is on more than Sonny. Yeah, it's crazy. Philly has said fans like myself and Savva want players like Jimenez, yet the club is targeting players like Zirkzee. Levels to this game. Gaza 1991, it said Pep's contract for City ends next season. Yeah, be interesting to see what they do, whether or not he re-signs. He's been there a long time. He doesn't normally stay that long. So this is going to be interesting. Wow. I've just had 7 people unsubscribe from me in 5 minutes. The will to live is going. The will to do these morning shows. I'm confident of victory against City on Friday. Come on, you Spurs. Yeah, let's hope that we get through to the next stage of the FA Cup. Sorry, I've missed loads of comments there. What happened? Savva, mate, as you know, the world is full of snowflakes and drama merchants. So I need to smoke the strong stuff to get to their level of thinking. Yeah, bang on, my man. Yeah, bang on. Joey said, do we really need a new number 9? Yes. Son and Maddison was the best front duo in the league. Richarlison is a good backup. Again, it's levels, Joey. If you want to finish in the top 4 or 5th, cool. Let's go with what we've got. I think if you want to start challenging for titles, Liverpool don't have players like Richarlison. Man City don't have players like Richarlison. Maddison's injured quite a lot. Son's getting older. For me, you've got to keep adding to that. I would take Schick, offers something different, bit of hold-up play. For me, I would take him. Big up, Aaron. How you doing, brother? Big up to you. Thank you. I'm trying my best, mate. I am trying my best. I think some people are naturally more likable than I am because they just say nice things, so they get more subscribers and grow quicker than me. If you want real conversation, this is where it's at. I'm only kidding. Philly said we don't need no squad. We have Emerson Royale. Spurs King said we should sign that English striker at Bayern. He needs to leave Bayern to win trophies. Yeah, very, very interesting times. Mickey said, Savva, why Matt O'Reilly? Listen, whenever I've watched him, good build, good touch, good passing, scores goals, assists, good in the tackle, good engine, played for Pochettino before. I personally can't see any real downside to a Matt O'Reilly. For me, he looks very, very good. So we'll see. Big up Benzema on 6 months sounds appealing. I guess the thing is with Benzema is which Benzema are you getting? Is it the Benzema now that's 36, 37, doesn't have anything to play for, nothing to prove? Or are you getting a hungry Benzema that wants to just score goals? I don't disagree with you. A fully fit, flying Benzema, great. Is that what he is now? Big up Rights Wildlife. Big up, brother. I hope you're well, my friend. BVB David said, Bayern Munich, is Tuchel the fit for Bayern? Like Strasbourg Steve, he said all season that Tuchel isn't the manager for Bayern. Yeah, lots of Bayern fans do not want Tuchel. I can't see him being there for long. Thomas Bradley said, Savva and the chat, which non-British team do you have whatever weird affiliation with and why? Mine is Ajax because it was the first non-British stadium I went to. I mean, God, I'll ask people in the chat. I don't have an affiliation with anyone. I grew up watching Barcelona play with Cruyff and the Cruyff managing and the tiki-taka and that. So I've always kept an eye out for them. No one that I've really set my watch to set my alarm to watch them. But hey, let me know in the chat. People let me know. Where are we? Rights Wildlife said, I'm having same problem on my account, mate. YouTube moving weird. Yeah, YouTube is weird. YouTube is very, very, it's a very strange place. Some YouTubers, the moment they go live, it automatically restricts the adverts. And obviously the adverts is where people make revenue, right? And it's not a lot for people. It's not a lot unless you're Mr. Beast or someone like that. But yeah, it has been moving strange. It has been moving strange for a long time. Adiz, I said we should go for that Napoli winger in the summer. Kratskhelia. It begins with K, but can't spell it. Neither can I. I can just about say it. I think Kratskhelia. Yeah, not had the breathtaking season he had last year, but he's still having a decent year. Video complete. Sofian said, Joey, no one can win a header. And Richarlison is not the answer. Yeah, listen, I think if we start talking about Richarlison's being the answer, I really I really do worry as to what the hopes and ambitions of the club are. Look, Richarlison scored a few tap-ins. He works very hard. I'll give him his credit. He works extremely hard. It seems like he's very liked within the player unit, so to speak. For me, I just think with all the forwards we've seen at this football club, it's just not for me. I'm not being horrible. I'm not cussing him. He's just not for me. I think his touch is awful. I think his control is awful. It's just not for me. Score a couple of goals. That's the least I would expect for someone who's playing up front for Tottenham Hotspur. Kate has said, we need a quality striker in. We need to get quality on the bench. Bang on, Kate. Bang on. Scott Christie said, I haven't had any issues with subscriptions being removed. That's hella weird. Give current squad more time. This window's been good already. I mean, the Dragoshin, I like him for reinforcements at centre half. Werner, I think everyone knows I'm not enamoured. So when we say it's been a good window, I mean, yeah, it's been okay. I haven't seen anything. Lots of people saying, oh, we've won the transfer window again. I don't really see what we've done that's set the world alight. It's been okay. Daniel G, Perchi is absolutely fine. Perchi is loving life away from YouTube and away from social media. He is absolutely fine. I speak to him every day. Perchi is good as gold. All right. He is good as gold. Look, we need to trust Ange. I'm bored of that sentence. When he took over the Australian national team, he got rid of about 9 players. He scouted his own players, brought them in, and went on to win the Asian Cup. This isn't Australia, and this isn't the Asian Cup, I'm afraid. This is the Premier League and Tottenham Hotspur. So, listen, I don't think it's any... This is... I do feel a lot of people come out with this. It's the just trust Ange. I don't think people understand. Most of us, yeah, it's not Ange that we have an issue with. Let me know in the chat if I'm chatting rubbish here. Most of us don't have an issue with Ange. There's no issue with Ange Postecoglou. The issue is, will the club do what's needed to kick on? It's not about Postecoglou and trusting him. It's a throwaway line that's very easy for people to use that aren't listening to what's being said. Yeah, because then you'll get people going, oh, Savva doesn't like Postecoglou. It's like, what? Savva's never said anything of the sort. Stanley Cush said O'Reilly is class, ticks a lot of boxes and knows Ange ball. I agree, completely agree. Elucidated imp. Yeah, it's fine. The sub thing is fine. Q7. Yeah. Again, on the subs, it's absolutely fine, people. Yeah. Phil, it's not even a question, is it? Not even a question. For me, it's just all about, I can't see that we'd be after a Benzema, but yeah, I mean, I was never enamoured with the Werner signing. I've maintained we've got 17 league games left. I think Werner will grab us 5-6 goals. I do, because I think that we'll score a lot of goals against the lesser teams. But it's not particularly the type of football I like. I like footballers that are really good on the ball, great technique, good touch, good control, precise finishing. I don't know. And this guy for me just isn't that. But fans seem to absolutely love this signing. So we'll see. Kevin K said, any Benzema you get will be better than Richarlison up front. I think an 18-month deal will be a bargain. We'll get Champions League football this season, which he'll prefer. Yeah, I mean, are Spurs going to pay those wages? I don't know. I'm not against Benzema. I'm just saying I'm guessing there's going to be a lot of red tape in order to make something like that happen. And I personally can't see that deal happening. PJ said Real Madrid started watching. Oh, right. You started watching Real Madrid when Mourinho was there. Yeah, Mourinho has this, pull, doesn't he? This allure. Daryl has said, not many don't trust Ange. It's the club that need to prove themselves. This, spot on, Daryl. Spot on, Daryl. I knew I could trust in you. Bang on. I think this is the thing. When lots of people just say, oh, trust Ange, trust the process. It's not Ange. It's not Ange's process. It's the club's process. I don't trust and haven't for years. Can you imagine? For me, one of the best players in the country. One of the best players in the country. Sorry, what? Oh, sorry, I've no idea. Sorry. Phil Foden, for me, one of the best players in the Premier League. Absolute class act. I'd build the England team around him and Bellingham. Absolute class act, this boy. Superb footballer. This is why when people are talking to me about Werners and Johnsons and Solomons and Richarlisons, look at the level you're going to here. Look at the level you're going, Phil Foden. Ours are down here. He's up there. Class act, that boy. Scott has said, sadly, before Spurs, I was a Man United fan. When Eric Cantona was a beast, before their gold generation. So you've changed from United Spurs. Welcome over. Big up George. Said, enjoy the stream. Everyone smash the like, please, and sub. Absolutely. Big up. Where are we with the likes? We're 163 likes. Big up to you guys. Listen, I've always said I'll never ask for super chats. Some YouTubers ask shamelessly for super chats. I'll never ask for super chats. I'll never ask for channel membership. It's available, but I'll never ask people to do that. All I ask is that people like and subscribe. It's absolutely free. Bobby, I agree, mate. I agree. Sean has said it's so refreshing to see Pep and Klopp being at clubs for so many years. It's like the old days. It's like the old days, like your Fergies and Wengers being in clubs for years. And that's why they're always winning. Sean, there is so much to be said for consistency. Yeah? Calm and consistency. Like last year when every other football fan base, Liverpool are dead under Klopp. Klopp's not panicking, is he? He knows what he's doing. Everyone is so knee-jerk. It is unbelievable. Savva, thoughts on the Nusa deal? Seems like it'll hopefully be done before Friday. Yeah, I haven't changed my thoughts from last week. Yeah, good young player. He's young. He'll need time when he comes in. He looks exciting, but many players have looked exciting before. He's young, and I hope people will take that into account. He's 18 years of age, and I think I'm seeing some of the comments I'm seeing about him online are absolutely mad. It's mad. Some of the comments are making it out like he's Lionel Messi or Mbappe. I think people need to relax. But listen, good signing. For me, as long as you go and buy some senior pros as well. Mark has said, keep it real, Savva. You deserve it, man. When you and LB are on together, it's pure class. Come on, people. This guy deserves 13K. Yeah, big up. Always enjoy streaming with LB as well. He's cool, he's calm, he's collected, and he speaks very well about football in general. So, yeah, big up to you, Mark. Thanks for that. James has said Barcelona because Messi is my GOAT, but I prefer Real Madrid's football. Fair enough. BVB has said, yeah, but yeah, absolutely. Listen, things change, things mold. Napoli had a great year last year. And again, it was another one of those where everyone was on top form. You know, Lobotka, Krashkilia, Osman, all of them were, loads of players there on top form this year. Not been a good year for them. Philly has said Dortmund in Germany, Lazio, Inter, Fiorentina. Oh, wow, a few. Okay, a few. Nusa is at contract stage. Hopefully, here we go by the weekend. Yeah, look, hopefully. I do find it hard to get excited for transfers when I know they're going straight back out. I'd much prefer we did something for now that would help us kick on and guarantee Champions League football, but that's just me. Rights Wildlife said, smash the likes and subscribe. Savva's, he's a great guy who works hard, deserves many more subs. I'm a gunner, but as a football fan, Savva, Henry, Perchin, Sean, brilliant YouTubers. Thank you, mate. Really appreciate that. Really, really do appreciate that. JJ said, some fans demand their club to win every year as if Pep and Klopp isn't in the league. It's like demanding Cristiano wins the Ballon d'Or every year whilst Messi is alive. Look, JJ, I completely agree with you. I get it. I like that people have these ambitions. I like that people want to win every year. We want to win something every year. But you're right. There is that degree where you have to take a step back and say, hang on, not everyone can, right? It is what it is, right? Supermandler said, Karma, I'm sure Levy will back Ange in the summer. Yeah, I mean, I've heard this sentence. Change Ange's name with any other Spurs manager under Levy tenure, and I've heard this sentence a million times before. I agree. At best. At best, for me, he should be a backup. He should never be your starting number 9 if you've got any ambitions. TB has said Richie has never kicked the ball into the net with purpose. Yeah, I think the thing for me is when he's through on goal, one-on-one, you never see this guy calmly, composedly take your touch out of his feet and wrap it around the keeper. His goals are very instinctive, whether it's head or 6 yards out. That's fine. For me, you've got to have better. No one else has a striker as bad as him that wins things. All day long. Giroud, a younger Giroud would be perfect for how we play. I really love Giroud. I think he's been an excellent pro. Won a lot in his career. Played for some big clubs. Very underrated footballer. For Miran, lots of people talking about him, but listen, I mean, he's gone to a big club, hasn't he? He's gone to Atleti, so he's gone to a big club there. We wish him well. Stanikosha said, Matthias Smets from Belgian League said Truden. I don't know anything about him, but I'll happily go and have a look. Simon Bergen has said, good morning, Savva in the chat. Do you think we're done in the window now with 8 days left? I think they'll bring in Nusa. I don't think we'll bring in anyone for now. I hope I'm wrong. I just don't think we're going to bring in anyone for now. For me, I think the only signing we've done for now permanently is Radashin. Radashin? Dragashin. Bill said, I can totally see why Alex is struggling with Ange. It's these new fans who picked up. No, look. Do you know what? Look, first and foremost, I think it's great if more people want to support Tottenham Hotspur, right? I do. What I find difficult is when people have followed Ange here and then start telling fans who have supported this club for 40, 50, 60 years, whatever, to just trust Ange when we know the club. It's not the manager, we know the club. Kate, so Richarlison can't control the ball. Sell him. Werner always offside and can't score. Need quality strikers in. It's Levy and Enoch that don't want to spend big money on quality players. Many a true word said. Many a true word said, Kate. Can't say more than that. Guna Country has said, finally a spud that took sense. Seen a lot of that. Listen. It's not about it's not about individual creators. Lots of people have got different takes on football, right? And that's absolutely fine. I think it's absolutely fine. I have a different take to Sean. Sean and Henry have different takes. I have a different take to Will, and Will has a different take to Stell, and it's life. We all have different takes. At the end of the day, it is what it is. It's just football chat, right? PJ said to compete at the top level, we need 2 top forwards, one being a striker, a midfielder, and a left back covering left centre back too. Yeah, listen, to win titles, you've got to have better players. It's as simple as that. That's why I just thought a lot of people got very carried away talking about title challenges and winning titles in year one. I'll sit here and say, I'll see what we do in the summer as to whether or not I think we can win the league next year. But to compete with the big boys, you've got to go big. You've got to buy top players. You've got to. It can't just constantly be kids. Paul123 said a lot of people have flip-flopped on Levy because we are the FFP Kings. Well, FFP Kings, yeah. Sean said, Big Ange said that Werner is here to help us and us to try and help him. So I don't think Ange wants him on a permanent at this time. But if he proves himself, then maybe he'll be kept. Yeah, sure. I mean, but again, I don't want us to be bringing in 27-year-olds that need help. I want us to be bringing in 27-year-olds who help us immediately. That's the difference, right? For me, that's the difference. Video complete Sofiana. Sofiana said, my England front three for the Euros will be Foden, Kane and Bowen. That would be very interesting. Be an interesting front three, that. Ash said, changing teams should be illegal. Beyond 72 said, sadly, the Ange fans will understand a few years that our owners lacked football ambition. Look, listen, I think it's fine for anyone to come and support Tottenham Hotspur, right? It's fine for anyone to come and support Tottenham Hotspur, even if they didn't before this season. But I do feel patronised when I'm just told, you don't know Ange. You don't know how he works. No, I know how my football club works. I've already seen under Ange how my owners operate. Yeah, loaning Timo Werner in when you could get... you've seen how they operate. So, not for me. Elder said, just joined. Big up to you, Elder. How you doing, man? Said, Savva, what are your targets in the summer transfer window? I mean, really difficult to say now while we're in January. For me, an imposing midfielder, maybe someone that grabs a lot of goals, a striker, another winger of quality, a winger of quality, not another pace merchant. And for me, I think another defender that can cover across the back, whether that be a player who can play right and left back or a centre-back that can cover all three. So for me, I think 3 or 4 in the summer of real quality. Sean Smith has said Foden is absolutely magical, phenomenal footballer. I take him over. Yeah, listen, he's much better than Saka at absolutely everything. Truth, set you free. I said, when I say trust Ange, I mean the players he wants. Now, Savva, you said this is not the Asian Cup, but he went on to destroy top teams like, yes, but we're talking about destroying teams like Liverpool. We're talking about finishing above teams like Liverpool and City, who have deep squads, top players everywhere, right? So there are levels to this game. There are levels to this game. I'm not doubting anything Ange has done in his career, so don't go down that path. I'm not doubting that, right? We can trust the player Ange wants, but the proof will be in the pudding. The proof will be in the pudding, right? My dad is a spud and tried getting me to follow. I saw the light for years. You ain't been a concern, but now I've got to say you're taking big leaps forward. I think we are taking leaps forward. It's whether we can take the biggest leap. You can leap to there. Once you get to here, can you get to there? I don't know. We'll see. Why are we laughing at 200 million under FFP? We've underspent. I don't think it's about underspending. I think we've just been cautious, haven't we? Joseph Tyler said, morning, Sam. I hope you're well. Love it if we can be at the stage. We can go after these world-class players in their prime that take the team to the next level. Listen, for me, listen, it doesn't even need to be world-class players in their prime. Just top footballers. Yeah, I think you can do it without world-class, but I do completely agree with you. You've got to go and get better players if you want to win. Right now is fine. I think a lot of people... What I see trends. So if I say something like you've got to get top players to drop in if you want to win things, people say, oh, he's only been here 6 months. I'm not talking about now. I'm talking about in the summer after that. You've got to keep dropping in top players. I'm one of the people that didn't want to put any pressure on Ange this season. Lots of people that are talking about league challenges and stuff, that's putting pressure on him. Brett, Savva, random question. How well would our England squad do if they were in the Premier League under Ange? Yes. Possible title winners, yes. You'd have Jude Bellingham, Phil Foden, Saka, Kane, Bowen, Declan Rice. The back might be a tiny bit ropey, but yeah, you would. And you'd have a manager that wants to get them playing, unlike Gareth Southgate. 30k, yeah. Can't even get to 13, let alone 30. But thank you. Kevin Gay has said Paratici deserves a lot of credit, in my opinion. He's done so many good signings, yet fans still slate him, throw slander on his name. Paratici has been golden for us. I mean, I think I feel you've gone the complete other way. I think he's done a good job in areas. He's brought some bad players. He's brought some good players. He's also brought in some poor managers to the football club as well. Remember that. Golden for us, I feel is just a bit of a stretch. Remember when I said about famine and feast, everything's either brilliant or shit. I think that's what, for me, he's not there. I think for me, again, it meets in the middle. Hamish, big up to you, has said, morning, Savva, keep up the great work, fella. Loving these recent Sav and Stel duo shows. Yeah, we'll do that every Tuesday. Stel and I will be together. Ricky Campbell said, would have loved to have seen Harry Kewell in a Spurs shirt or Tim Cahill. Good players, both of them. Good players. Ash 7 has said, Napoli's form dip-off is all due to the manager leaving. Ash is what I always say. Sometimes right set of players, right manager, right time. Poch had that at Spurs. Sometimes you can't create that again. And that's how it is. Daryl said, truth, Ange wanted Johnson Werner. Let's not go overboard. He gets everything right. I agree with you. They can't have it both ways. He's got to make these signings work if we're going to say trust his signings. Felice was his. Ashley Phillips was his. Solomon was his. So he's got to make all of these work. Big up, brother. Thank you for your support. Really appreciate it. Take care. Kate Said, Savva, I love your chats. Most refreshing for you to interact with people. I always come into your shows. It's the best with Spurs on tour. Pick up. Thanks, Kate. I really appreciate the kind words. Thank you so much. Proud to be a Geordie. It's like an FFP. Piss off. Bye-bye, Trippier and Almiron. Isn't Trippier staying? Isn't he staying? I don't know, but Almiron. Almiron, I don't think is a bad thing. I think you can do better than him. Mighty Spurs said, Savva, everyone in the chat should keep pressing the like button and subscribe. 13K would be a great achievement. Yeah, listen, we're 80 away from 13K. If anyone would like to, it would be amazing. Please do smash that button. The link is in the chat and it's pinned. So please, please do. It would be really be appreciated by myself. 18 Spurs, Marco 82 said, exactly, Sav. I'm sick of hearing about this Norwegian. I want to hear about players coming in now and straight into our 11, raise the level and guarantee the Champions League spot at least. For me, I think it's a world where both exist. I think there's a world where both exist. I'm more than happy for Nusa to come in. I think he's a talented young player. But at the same time, I don't want it to be right. Our hopes are pinning on an 18-year-old next year. I want it to be right. We got him, but look who he also got, who's 25, been there, seen it, done it, won it. That's for me. That for me is the dream. If I'm going to be brutally honest, that's the dream. Where are we? Beyond 72 has said it's not demanding we win. It's demanding we try our hardest to. And Werner on loan, isn't it? Yeah, look, listen, the Werner deal will be a success if he can contribute a lot towards if he can contribute a lot towards Spurs getting Champions League football. He isn't for me. If he scores a couple of goals, great. But you know what will happen? He'll grab a goal. The first time he grabs a goal, everyone will go, see, Werner's brilliant. And we'll be very knee-jerk. For me, he's okay. He's okay. Nothing special. It's just all the people that started pretending that they would have wanted him before we were linked with him. That's where it drives me crazy. Sunny Kush said he's a centre-back, very cheap, but young and very good in tackles. Passing quite quick. I think he's 20. Would be a good understudy. Are we talking about Pavlidis? I don't know too much about him. Mighty Spurs said Savva, Spurs will do everything possible to sign Szymanski. We'll see. Jay's son said, this is my troll again. Fans on here talking like they have experience at playing professional football, saying players can't control the ball. How you know he was trying to control it sometimes? It's so weird. If you mention Richarlison's name, this guy turns up. By the way, guys, this is the guy that thinks Richarlison's better for Spurs than Kane. I'll just let that sink in. Morning, brother. How we doing? How you doing, Chris? I said, I trust what Andrew's doing is just the bean counter lead. Bang on. Absolutely. Sean E.J. Daniel said, Richarlison is better than the haters say. None of you expect him to ever score 6 in 6. Is he better than the haters say? I'll tell you what, let's bring his details up then. Let's have a look. If you're going to chuck a substantiated claim at us, let's have a look. Better than the haters say. Right, here we go. Richarlison. Right, where are we? Here we go. This is Richarlison. When you're saying he's better than the haters say, first of all, I think the whole haters, is very childish, Sean, if I'm honest. You don't have to rate a player. It doesn't mean you hate them. I just don't rate him. Right, there we go. Sorry, what is he better than the haters say? What there is meant to impress me. Listen, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. He's been in the UK for 6 years. 7 years. I've never watched him and gone, oh, I'd love that player. His goal scoring is okay. It's okay. He got 1 goal in 27 last year. And because he scored 6 in 6 now, he's better than the haters say. This is why we won't win things. We have got fans that will stick up for very average footballers. And so it's gone on to say the class of 92 will be repeated in 20. I can't listen to this sort of thing. It just gets silly. Right. Jason, this was your warning, mate. This was your warning. Listen, you're not going to come on here and be sexist on my channel, mate. So I'm afraid you are now being blocked. Ban the user, delete the comments. Sorry, I'm not having that. Not having that. Stanley Cusher said, I just want a striker before the window closes that would make me more confident of a decent finish. But who? Simon said, what do you think the score will be for the game Friday? I think City will narrowly beat us. I think it's going to be 2-1, maybe 3-1 City. Happy to be wrong. Happy to be wrong. I just think they're too strong for us at the moment. I want to be wrong. I want to be wrong, but just the way we've been playing lately hasn't impressed me at all. And I don't trust that we've got enough to score against them to knock them out. But if I'm wrong, I'm wrong. We'll see. Luton Dan said, do you think Parrott scoring in the Dutch league rings alarms about Jimenez? No, I don't think Jimenez and Janssen have got anything to do with each other. If you look at people like Ruud van Nistelrooy, Robin van Persie, Luis Suarez, Dirk Kuyt, they all came from the Dutch league. I don't know why everyone purely just puts Jimenez alongside Janssen. I don't understand it, if I'm brutally honest, my friend. Railway said, a big surprise that Levy has still not negotiated naming rights for the stadium. Yeah, has always baffled me. Has always baffled me. We're not going to bring back Twat in the chat, but we did just block him. We did just block that guy. I'm just going to block people like that now. We can't be dealing with that. It can't be sexist against women. I'm not having that. Unfortunately, a guy like that, he's now blocked, so he can't see this, but the guy like that is blocked comes in every day into my YouTube comments and it's just abuse. Talking about karma's going to get me, all this sort of stuff. Every day is about how Richarlison's great, but Kane is not good. It's just weird. Joseph Tyler said, what would your team be for Friday? I think it will be Vicario, Porro, Van der Ven, Romero, and Udogie. I think it will be Hojbjerg will skip with Bentancur and Kulu, and then Brennan Johnson, Richie, and Werner. The only thing I'm reserving judgment for is whether or not Maddison is fit to play. If so, I think he comes in, and I think Kulu goes out to the right wing, and Brennan Johnson drops out. But I don't think it'll be too far from that. He was bloody injured last year, and detractors need to consider his level of the team he was in. But he has the best ever season once he is not injured. I get Sean. Cool. Like him all you want. I've got, as I said, there's levels to this game. If people think this is good enough to take us to where we want to go, I'm happy with that. Keep him. I mean, if anyone watches Richarlison and think, if we're just going to say 6 in 6, he's good, watch him play. The ball at his feet, his touch, his control, it's atrocious. Through on goal against Burnley, he was absolutely, I want to say atrocious, but I think it was more embarrassing. Absolutely embarrassing. Guys and girls, I am going to leave it there. Big up to Zach. Thank you so much, brother. Having a breakfast spliff on your behalf. Big up. Lots of people having spliffs. Big up. I'll kindly ask, please smash the subscribe button. Please subscribe please smash the subscribe button on your way out. Here it is. We're close. We're closing in on 13K now, so it'd be great to get there. Please smash the like button. Thank you to everyone. Thank you to everyone that has liked, commented. We'll be back in the morning. Please join me tonight. We'll do a nice, chilled Fulham versus Liverpool FA Cup semi-final watch along. I'll be, if you want to see me, I'm live at 1 p.m. with Mo. I'll tell you what I'll do. I'll chuck some people over there now. Early days, but hang on. Customization. There's so much to YouTube, and by the way, there's just so much. Hang on. Where's? Can I see Judge Mo? Yeah, there we go. So if anyone wants to watch me on Footy Judge Mo, that's going to be at 1 p.m. And then I've got Straight Facts with Terry at 3:30 on the Football Terrace. So please like, subscribe. You'll see my face quite a lot today. Take care, everyone. And as always, come on, you Spurs.